It's going to be a blockbuster clash between India and Australia that will kick off in just a while from now in London. And to discuss more on this, we are joined in by our sports editor, Digvijay Singh Dio, is joining us live from New Delhi. Now, Digvijay, this is as good as it gets in the World Cup. India taking on Australia. What can we expect?
You know, Saleh, when you look at the World Cup so far, you've been waiting for a clash between contenders. You know, more or less everyone who's spoken about this World Cup knows that, you know, India, England are the two fancy teams along with Australia and perhaps West Indies or New Zealand to get to the semi-finals. In that sense, this is the first big marquee clash between these two teams. Let's not forget, India sort of had a hoodoo over Australia because Australia were in the middle of an extremely poor run last year. But Australia turned it around, especially in Ranchi earlier this year. Remember when those camouflage caps were handed about? That point of time, India 2-0 ahead. India lost that series 3-2. Since then, Australia have not lost a single match. That's why this is vital. India beat South Africa comprehensively. If they beat Australia, then you know that India are genuine title contenders. The problem is that this Australian team is starting to resemble their best. The Australian team, which came back from, really dire situations in '99, if you remember, against West Indies, 38 for 4, still scoring 288. I have a feeling this match could very well decide which of these two teams ends up in the final.
Absolutely, indeed. And also, Digvijay, the fact that the West Indies in their match against Australia could reduce Australia for 79 for 5. Do you think there is a bit of a chink in the armour of the top order of the Australian batting lineup?
Well, not just me. I think Ricky Ponting, one of the greatest batsmen ever, has come out and said that there is a serious problem, especially with short pitch bowling. And I'm actually waiting to see what is the bowling lineup India go for. Remember, we've also got Mohammad Shami sitting out of that first game who can really hit the deck hard. If the Australians have a problem with short pitch bowling, I would be surprised if you get in someone like Mohammad Shami into the attack, perhaps drop one of your spinners and just go with a sole leg spinner in either Kuldeep Yadav or Yuzvendra Chahal. I would fancy Chahal at the moment considering the form he's in. And since Kedar Jadhav is back in the team, maybe rely on him to get in a few overs as well. I think India are a very batting heavy side.
Right.
Very good batting. I think Australia's batting is suspect. Both bowling is very good. It's going to come down to who bats better.
Absolutely, indeed. And who are you putting your money on, Digvijay?
At the moment, till the toss is over, I can't tell you anything. I'm going to hedge my bets on this one. This is too close to call. In the World Cup, Australia have a huge advantage over India. Since the last World Cup, 18 one-days played, India 9, Australia 9.
And also considering, how crucial the toss has been in this tournament, if India were to win the toss, do you think they would actually choose to bat first? Because it is teams who are able to put the targets, first up and score the runs first up. They seem to be having a better edge. Is that a strategy that India would employ? Or, considering the fact that India are very good chasers, they would like to chase if they were to win the toss today?
Well, it all depends on the conditions at the Oval. London has been a bit cool. It has been raining a lot. If you remember the game against South Africa as well, a bit of cloud cover, 10:30 a.m. start in London. So India decided that let's go in and bowl first. And you saw Jasprit Bumrah extracting some lovely swing, getting 2 wickets at the very start. De Kock and Hashim Amla putting pressure on South Africa. I think that's the similar format. Depending on the conditions, if they know that the ball's going to rise, if there's a bit of cloud cover, I think India are going to decide to bowl. Again, it depends on the conditions. As you said, for India, it doesn't make a difference. Very good batting side, extremely brilliant bowling side, all bases covered. I spoke to Chris Harris. He said, you put anyone in this Indian team in that playing 11, they'll win the match for you.